The former Prince Andrew used to have prostitutes coming to Buckingham Palace.
A royal historian just came forward with allegations so disturbing, they're shaking the foundations of Buckingham Palace itself. For years, staff members watched in silence as one of the Queen's own sons allegedly operated right under her nose. But now, with his protection stripped away, those who were once too terrified to speak are finally breaking their silence. What they're revealing will change everything you thought you knew about the royal family. According to royal historian Andrew Loney, the Duke of York allegedly brought workers into Buckingham Palace on a regular basis for years. This wasn't some one-time incident that slipped through the cracks. Loney claims it happened repeatedly, brazenly, right inside one of the most heavily guarded buildings in the world. Palace staff who witnessed this behaviour reportedly complained to their superiors, hoping someone would take action. But instead of investigations or consequences, they were met with threats. Security officers and household staff were allegedly told to keep quiet or face demotion, reassignment, or worse, losing their jobs entirely. The message was clear: look the other way or pay the price. But here's where it gets even more disturbing. If you're as shocked as we are by these revelations, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Family Daily, because what's coming next will blow your mind. The late Queen Elizabeth herself was reportedly informed about her son's behaviour. Yes, you heard that right. According to Loney, the Queen knew exactly what was happening under her own roof. So why didn't she stop it? The historian claims Andrew was her favourite son, and because of that special status, he got away with everything. Rules that applied to everyone else simply didn't apply to him. For decades, the palace machine worked overtime to brush these allegations under the rug, protecting Andrew at all costs. Palace aides, security personnel, and even government officials were all part of a system designed to keep the truth buried. But that system is finally crumbling. Then there's the Thailand incident that's left people absolutely stunned. Reports emerged claiming that during a 4-day official trip to Thailand in 2006, Andrew allegedly had 40 workers delivered to his luxury hotel. Let that sink in for a moment. This wasn't a private vacation, it was an official diplomatic visit, funded by British taxpayers. While he was supposedly representing the United Kingdom abroad, allegations suggest he was using the trip as cover for his own personal activities. Multiple sources, including individuals connected to the Thai royal family, have reportedly verified these claims. Embassy staff and diplomats who were present during that visit allegedly knew what was happening, but chose to enable the behaviour rather than report it. If these allegations are making your blood boil, smash that like button and let us know your thoughts. This wasn't just about one trip to Thailand, though. There's a disturbing pattern that spans years. Andrew's role as the UK's special trade envoy allegedly gave him the perfect cover for questionable international trips. He would reportedly tack on 2 weeks of private time to official government business. And guess who footed the bill? British taxpayers. Former embassy staff from multiple countries are now coming forward, confirming what was apparently common knowledge behind closed doors. They watched as diplomatic resources were used to facilitate activities that had nothing to do with trade deals or international relations. For years, they stayed silent out of fear, loyalty, or both. But now that Andrew's power has vanished, they're ready to talk. And vanished it has. In October 2024, King Charles made the decisive move to officially strip his brother of the prince title. It wasn't just a symbolic gesture. Andrew also lost the Duke of York title, the Earl of Inverness designation, and every single royal honour he'd accumulated over decades. He was evicted from Royal Lodge, the mansion he'd called home for years, forced out of the life of luxury and privilege he'd always known. Today, he's no longer His Royal Highness Prince Andrew. He's simply Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, a private citizen with a tarnished reputation and a growing list of legal concerns. The fall from grace couldn't be more complete. Drop a comment below and tell us whether you think justice is finally being served or if it's too little too late. But losing his titles is just the beginning of Andrew's problems. Legal experts are now warning that he's more vulnerable to prosecution than ever before. Without the protective shield of royal status, he's exposed in ways he never was before. The anti-monarchy group Republic has been exploring options for a private prosecution, citing various allegations that have surfaced over the years. Public pressure is mounting with each passing day as more palace insiders find the courage to come forward. Even the Metropolitan Police are reportedly looking into potential misconduct, though no formal charges have been filed yet. For someone who spent his entire life insulated from consequences, this new reality must be absolutely terrifying. So, why is all of this coming out now? Andrew Loney has a clear answer. He says former palace staff and government officials are no longer scared to speak up. Andrew's power is completely gone. The Queen, who once protected him at every turn, is no longer alive to shield him from accountability. Every single day, Loney receives new information from people who worked at the palace, people who witnessed things they were forced to stay quiet about for years. The floodgates have opened, and there's no closing them now. Loney is currently working on a follow-up book that will examine all the allegations about Andrew that have emerged in recent years, documenting his complete fall from grace in exhaustive detail. The full story, with all its ugly details, is finally being told. From the Queen's favourite son to a man stripped of every title, every privilege, every protection he once enjoyed. Decades of alleged misconduct are finally catching up with him, and there's nowhere left to hide. His legal vulnerability is at an all-time high, with investigations circling and more witnesses coming forward every week. The truth that was buried for so long is clawing its way to the surface, piece by piece, revelation by revelation. Whether this leads to formal charges or simply the complete destruction of his reputation remains to be seen. But one thing is absolutely certain: the Andrew that the world once knew, the prince who seemed untouchable, is gone forever. Make sure you're subscribed to Royal Family Daily so you don't miss a single update as this story continues to unfold. And check out our next video where we reveal what other royals knew about Andrew's behaviour and why they stayed silent for so long.